Alright, welcome to the fastest guide for Aira's Oculus. Let's begin with the first boss. You should note that this boss has a big stagger mechanic, so right from the start remember to bring Whirlwind grenades. This boss has many counter opportunities, so if you're good with those, feel free to use them. Otherwise, the fight is rather straightforward. You'll just have to remember two important things. The first is, if you see him roaring like this, he's about to spin. You have to run away from this. You'll take huge amounts of damage. The second thing to remember is when he does his 4 cardinal strike ability like this, one in the north, south, east, west, you have to avoid this, but after the second time of doing it, he'll try to grab someone in front of him. Someone should stand in front of him and let themselves be grabbed. That way, he begins the stagger mechanic. All you have to do is stagger him, beat the stagger check, rinse and repeat the fight, and you win. If he doesn't grab you in normal mode, that's fine. But in hard mode, you have to let him grab you because you need to beat the stagger mechanic in order to reduce his stacks of empowered damage. Okay, for the most part, this fight is pretty straightforward. Most of this fight does not need explanations other than just dodge, but here are the main things you need to look out for. When you see him lying down like this, and wiggle his little leg, it indicates the beginning of phase 2, which is the phase in which the majority of the mechanics will take place. Occasionally he'll pick one target and kick balls at them. All you have to do is dodge and make sure that the balls don't hit your teammates. Eventually he'll teleport to the center of the room and spawn balls that you need to kill. Otherwise, they will transform into totems that either explode or drain your mana, and in the worst case scenario, wipe your entire team. All this has to be done while dodging the AoEs that he drops from the sky. These can be made easier to dodge by spreading out. Sometimes he hops onto a ball and starts walking towards someone. When he does this, you have to run away, and if he hits you, it'll do damage and create a dangerous area on the floor. But if you outrun him, he will be stunned instead. Don't be like me. Which brings us to the quick time event. All you have to do is hit the right keys in the corresponding order to get out of the stun and avoid the big damage that follows. Eventually he'll get back down on the ground and wiggle his leg again, which indicates the beginning of phase 3. As soon as phase 3 begins, do not get close to the boss. Don't be like me. He does a small AoE that stuns you and hurts you, and you'll look like an idiot. Just like every other dungeon before this one, if you see a purple bar under your team's feet, you have to hit them with multiple striking abilities or fire grenades. The initial person that was free at the beginning of this mechanic will then be stunned themselves, and instead of multiple hits, you'll need to use high damaging abilities to free them to avoid getting hit by the big damage. And that was Aira's Oculus in less than 3 minutes. I hope this helps. Please let me know if there's anything else you need, or if I missed anything, if there are any other guides you want me to make. I will be live on twitch.tv/Bundiff by the time this video goes up, so feel free to stop by, join the Discord. We chill there every day, and we happen to be the biggest guild on Moonkeep EU West. So if you're looking for people to play with or ask questions, come on down. Thank you so much. Sub if you want to, and take it easy.